Well, hey everyone, how's it going? Lad from the woods here at Winterfell camp. Well, it's a busy day today here. We got Starlink being reinstalled because of some new things that they wanted me to put on my Starlink. So that's going on. We've moved the bus a little bit. Waiting for True to come back, and then we'll move the bus the rest of the way. Mark and Dylan are doing their magic with what they're doing. They're going to be setting up my mother's here shortly. So anyway, ATV is moved. A lot of the garbage is gone. As soon as True gets back, we'll move the bus out completely. It's ready to go to Sarsfield tomorrow. I can fix that diesel heater, so on and so on and so forth. So there you go, quick update. I'll be back. Oh, Starlink's online. Let's see what we got going on here. Settings. Laddie. Router not on account. Try rebooting your router. I don't know what to do there. Maybe I gotta go to my account. Alright, folks, I'll be back because I'm not sure what I'm doing with this, okay? See you soon. Oh, hey everyone, how's it going? I'm back. It's Saturday, the 3rd of February here at Winterfell. As I said earlier, we're moving things around. The bus, the ATV, firewood's all moved. True is just such an excellent worker. Anyways, he got a lot of this garbage gone. Firewood is all stacked up nice and neat next to the trailer. We're going to do some more dump runs on Thursday because we need the snow to melt some more. But definitely a big dent put in it. ATV is moved finally, so now I can use it. All the firewood that was over there is now over here. So, and I'm going to buy a face cord of wood off of True. He's got some dead stand that are 14 inches. Well, he'll cut them in 14-inch lengths for me, which is a lot easier for me. I gotta cut these branches off anyways, because I've decided to leave the bus parked further up here. Oh, this door's sticking. I don't know what I did. This is definitely not the way to do things. I think I need to take this off. Let that sit loose. It doesn't even want to open. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I don't feel like the heater's doing any heat. And it shut off it by itself. So, I don't know. Well, that's why I'm error 13 again. I have no idea what that is. You guys see that? No. There, error 13. And that's the diesel heater. Yeah. Oh well, okay. Well, you know what? There's no point in me running this. Stop shutting down. You know what I'm saying? No point in me running it until I have a better idea with Mark. Or sorry, not Mark, Wayne. Getting everybody confused today. Mark is Starlink, doing for my mother. Everything is hooked up on my end. They're going to finish up her stuff, and my mother should have fast internet. So at least she'll have some internet for the length of time that she'll be still staying here. Now, what is that? Is that? Okay. I think that was the problem before. No, that was the problem before. Whew. Anyway, gonna leave the bus up here because we're gonna go for a tour tomorrow and bring it up to Wayne's. Like I said, I'm sure he'll solve it. But yeah, we'll get some fuel in there, and I think I'm definitely going to leave it parked here I'll park the pickup truck out front here. You know what? I might as well go move that right now. Get that off the road. And when the plow guy comes, he's just going to have to, you know, tell me to come move my truck. Because this is better off up there, so I don't get it stuck again. Because there's, you know, there's going to be more snow. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it's only the beginning of February, right? So you just know. Oh, hello world. My mother, who doesn't like salt, I get her Doritos that doesn't have salt. She complains there's not enough salt on it. That's those there. That's all right. I said, fine, I'll take it. Well, I could feed it to birds. I'm like, fuck the birds. We already feed the birds everything else under the sun. I'm not giving them my Doritos, my saltless Doritos. Oh. This stupid radio. How do you shut this off? How do you get this back to... Oh, there it is. Okay. Whew. Now my coffee should be ready inside. I got enough cutting room here. Two-wheel drives just on, so that's good enough. Be easier to boost too, but I've got the long cord, so how close can I get before I hit? Beep! Okay, truck, relax. Truck gets all excited. You're too close! But when I hear a clang, that's when I'm too close. Egg carton for my neighbor. Probably go see them for some eggs soon. She's got really good fresh eggs. Yeah, this is much better. We're finally getting somewhere. Well, I'll tell you, as fast as he's working, I'm looking at already doing the well, that's dark, eh? I'm looking at starting to get him to work inside. We're going to start doing the tear out in the back. I'm absolutely shocked that we're getting stuff done this fast, but he's just such a good fucking worker. It's unreal. So I pointed him to the boat to see about doing the new interior for the boat. No problem. He's going to do the carrier for the back of the bus. No problem. So, I mean, he's just, there's nothing he can't do. He's just one of those people that was just born that way, man. I wish I had 10% of his skills. He even left me some wood here. He's 31, I'm 61, so, you know. New laser printer. Oh, well, old laser printer. I don't know if this is going to be our ticket to ride for the, oops, smashed one of my new coffee cups. Boy, it upset me big time. Anyways, we'll try and get it started up. It looks like it needs a serious clean. I don't know how to clean it. I know nothing about these laser printers, but we want to print up flyers for the Starlink stuff. We'll go around and put them in people's mailboxes. I'm just not sure. I thought these were newer, the ones he was bringing over, but this thing is fucking 100 years old. It looks like it's leaked a bunch of that laser shit, which it shouldn't have, but it did. So, can't tell you why it would have done that or not. Anyways, I got a coffee on the go, and I am so desperate to have a coffee. Can I just put that there like that? Oh, I can too. Hey, hello. Hello. Not a Monty Python. Hello. That bloody bird is dead. No, it's not. It's just bloody resting. I'm paraphrasing here because that's not the actual line, but close enough anyway. That bird is dead. It is decrepit. It is done. It is finished. It's met its maker. Fucking Monty Python. That was the dead bird routine. Fucking funny. Sorry guys for the... Anyway, for those of you that don't Monty Python, British humor is humor that you really have to be into British humor or you're just not gonna get it. So, and British humor is not for everybody. That's the thing. And that's okay. All right. Whoops. Maybe if I push the thing to go on. Oh. It opens it up nice too. I can see the whole yard again. It felt really crowded in here with that, with the bus parked there like it was. My ATV was trapped. I couldn't have it close to the front. Now I can put the cover on it, keep it clean and ready to roll. Start it up fine. Everett did a really bang-up job on the tune-up and everything. The Lantern small engine. They've got my splitter. I've got to go get that delivered back here. Well, not delivered, but I got to go pay them and then come pick it up. It's just a Champion 27-ton, but I had him rebuild it. I mean, I had it for a few years, so I just had him completely rebuild it. It was like, fuck it. Then he sent me the price, and I'm like, $600 is all he's charging for that complete rebuild like that. Everything, carburetor. Actually, we replaced the carburetor on it, weirdly enough. And all kinds of stuff. New handle, new automatic handle thing for it. Just, so it's basically like, it's basically brand new except for the paint. Obviously, I mean, it's old Champion yellow paint, right? So, anyhow, it's all right. I told True he could borrow it because he needs a splitter for the stuff he's doing, and since he's making me wood, 14-inch, well, I mean, it's a given that I should be lending that to him, so we're going to get that back. I'm waiting on some money from the government. I had paid out, like before my deduction happened, and I was late with my taxes this year. So I was paying for pills that I get, normally is paid for, but you have to have filed. And I hadn't filed, so I was having to pay for all my pills. Well, the pharmacy fronted me all that. So on credit, because I didn't have the cash to put out for these pills. Like my fucking Ozempic is like $200 a month or something. I don't know, it's something crazy. Anyways, so I paid that out. I'll pay them back, but I'll have enough left over to go get that splitter. One way or another, I got to pay for it anyways. So, and I need the splitter because, I mean, I'm not going to be buying all my firewood for next year. I've got lots of dead fall here that can be cut down and used immediately, and then I'll have True cut next year's wood at the same time, and I'll stockpile that, and it'll be dry. I'll get what normally we do, and when I was selling firewood, what we normally tell people to do is you always have 3 years of firewood. You have your first cords, like whatever, let's say, like me, I guess I'll burn, I don't know, 5-6 cord a year here. So I would have 6 space cord of green wood until, and then you always have one that's dry and then you're rotating all the time. So you got your first year, you get 3 cord, you get 3 years worth of wood up there. So 18 cords. So 6 of my cord are going to be green. They're going to be at the back. Okay, then number 2 is green, and then number 1 would be the dry wood I'm burning that year currently. Then you're rotating, because when your next year's green wood gets cut, the other 2 move to the front, so then the second one will be dry a year later, and just keeps rotating like that. And that's how you do it. That's how I've done it, and that's how I tell the customers to do it. So that's how I'm going to do it here, obviously. I was thirsty. Well, this thing here is already 14 minutes at 4K, 30 frames per second, I guess. RS, I don't know what that means. Anyways, no overheating. Batteries are still way, way, way good. Complete world of difference from GoPro. So don't let anybody tell you that GoPro's any good. They're garbage. They know their cameras are garbage. They admit it. They will tell you you can't film in 4K. I said, well, then what's the point of you selling me a 4K camera for $400 or $500 when there's other companies that actually give you 4K and it works and you don't overheat and you don't lose the video? I hadn't realized how thirsty I am. Anyway, excuse me. That wood stove is just cranked. Open up this. Where are all my cats? I'm missing one cat. Okay, nobody got out, I hope. Oh, we got to refill the wood bucket. I think it's getting cold tonight. I think. It's my wood bucket, my milk crate. And screen door. Who's missing? Goldie? Oh, no, there you are. Okay. No one's missing. Hey, Goldie. Blackie. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? You're mad because I didn't let you sleep with me last night. I didn't want to have him talk. You're just mad because I'm going to sit down because you want to sit in that place. Wally. You know? But that's because he gets like, well, that's my spot and I'm the king shit cat here. Well, I'm the king shit human, Wally. More like, and he knows it too, is I'm the dipstick. I'm a dipstick in the oil pan of life. Just like everybody else. So, and that's a good thing. I don't need rich people. I don't need rich attitudes. I don't need any of that stuff. Just regular fucking folk. I don't care about your politics. Or any of that. Doesn't mean anything. I don't think politics represents a person when they're standing in front of me. You vote for Trump or Trudeau or whatever, keep it to yourself. I could care less. I just want to know you as a person. And there you go. And yeah. Now, I mean, if you come here and start spouting racist shit and all that, well, I'll destroy you the fuck off the property because I have no interest in your racism and your childlike bullshit. Because you're way out of fucking line. You're way out of fucking tune. And what you ought to know is that it's not just black people. It's all brown people, red people, yellow people. And we don't have this country without them. It's that simple. As far as I'm concerned, the minute they set foot on this country and they start working here, they're Canadians. So that's what I accept here. So I don't give a fuck about your politics. I don't give a fuck about what country you come from, your religion, any of that bullshit. Just be who you are without all that bullshit. Just be a friend, be a good person, be cool, whatever. And if you want to do all that shit, well, don't do it around me. So that's it. That's all. So, but I'm not going to judge you on who you fucking stick your vote for. Lots of reasons for doing Trump because Biden's fucking out to lunch. Trump is out to lunch. Trudeau's out to lunch. Paula Bear's out to lunch. They're all out to fucking lunch. So what do you got to do? You got to vote for the least expensive is what it comes down to, or not vote at all. So where does that leave you, right? So I'm going to judge a person based on that. You know, people could say, well, Biden started wars. He did. Trump didn't. He's the first president, I guess, in 70 years that didn't start a war or something? Like, I read that somewhere. I had to go check and it was true. Of course, he only had 4 years of doing nothing anyways. But, I mean, you know, people look at that and remember that. And then when you come up with this bullshit with the trans and all this other stuff and you're forcing people to, like Jordan Peterson said, the government can't tell me what words I say or don't say to someone. That's none of your fucking business. And if somebody doesn't like the way I talk, then get the fuck out of my face.
But don't try and make me live your illusion, okay? If you want to delude yourself to say that you were born a biological male, but you're a female, knock yourself out. I will support it to the end of the day, but you're not going to come and tell me what comes out of my mouth, just like I wouldn't do it to you, okay? Because if you're going to do that, then I want to be addressed as a Klingon warrior of the House of Kor, and I have every right to do that just as much as you. You see how stupid that is? So go do your thing. I don't care if you're gay or not gay, you're lesbian or not lesbian, whatever. Just love who you love, go live, and don't shove your lives down our throats, because it could very well go the other way, guys, okay? You know, if you think about that, there's lots of people that have been minoritized that could shove stuff in your face, and with the rules you're making, you're not going to like it when they spit back at you, but they got the same issues. So you're not thinking of these things. So anyways, forget all that stuff now. I'm just saying, be cool. I don't care about your politics. I don't care about your religion. I don't care about your race or any of it. You're cool. You're cool. That's all there is to that. So nothing I'm going to do or say is going to solve the world's problems. That's an absolute, complete, and utter fact. What do you guys think? So anyways, I'm waiting to hear, see if everything, my mother gets her fast internet. In the meantime, puff. Oh. Probably only have to watch this part on Rumble because YouTube. It's okay to show somebody mauling somebody or some girl showing her tits and all the rest of it, but this, which is legal in this country, and my channel states restricted to 18 and over, so all my 18 and over people should be able to watch this. They should be able to send me a video or do a video and send me without YouTube getting in our faces. So fuck you, YouTube. You don't do that. I just go to Rumble. And my Rumble channels are building faster than my YouTube channels. What does that tell you? And I don't have to wait to get monetized on the Rumble. I've already been paid out once. It wasn't much, but it was just the whole idea. They paid me for what I put up there. YouTube is making money probably off my videos, but I don't get to see any of it. And, you know, with the way my channel's growing, maybe I'll never get monetized. So all this stuff I put up there, they're making money on it. That's not a good deal as far as I'm concerned. You're using my content. Anyways, thank you for Rumble. They don't censor. Now, I mean, within reason. I mean, they're not going to let people put rapes up there. Anything illegal that the cops can charge you for, they don't put up for. But I mean, a girl showing her ass or something, or me smoking a doobie, Rumble's not going to bother you with that stuff. So, and like I've said recently too, why the platforms have to be parenting your kids out there. You got kids and you don't want them on that Facebook or whatever, it's up to fucking you to parent your kids. Just like we were told not to go into certain neighborhoods, or out here in the country we don't go to certain places, and if you did it and you got in shit or you got hurt or whatever, well, that's because you didn't listen to your parents, and usually that didn't end up so well in my generation. Okay, so the problem is the parents. It's not Facebook, TikTok, all these people. Okay, they have issues with censorship is their problem, okay, which they should not be doing. But to tell the rest of the world, because your kids, that you're not parenting properly, that I have to be restricted in what I see, no, man, that's not cool, because I can do the same back to you, right? I'll just start complaining, say, well, I'm just as upset about this too. I'm going to take you to court, and, I don't like the way somebody has their hair on Facebook, so let's do that. I mean, so parents, grow up. Start being real parents. Use the word no. Don't worry about your kids hating you, because they'll stop hating you by supper time when it's time to put food on the table, okay? Or they want their allowance, or they want a new cell phone. But the word no means fucking no, okay? So you tell them kids, sorry, you're not on Facebook after 9 p.m. and I'm taking your phone. That's what my mom and dad would have done in the 70s. We had cell phones like that. It'd be like, school is at 7, you're up at 7 in the morning for school, or 6, whatever it was, and 9 p.m. you're in bed. And if we had cell phones, those would have been taken away from us. We didn't have phones in our bedrooms at that time. We didn't. Didn't have computers with internet or email. That changed with all that stuff. But I mean, okay? So I feel bad for that lady that her kid committed Harry Carey, but I don't think it was Facebooks or bullies on there. You're going to run across bullies all your life. And again, that's your parents' fault. If you don't teach your kids what that real world is out like there, because you're going to run across bullies, and not everybody can be legislated not to be a bully. Okay, you people don't get it. You're not going to legislate the entire world. You're just not. What happens if your kids jump on an airplane and end up in Cuba, if you're Canadian, 'cause Americans you can't go there, or Mexico, and some guy comes along and beats the snot out of your kid or you, okay, well, what are you going to do? Call and blame Facebook for that? You can't. And you're not going to get this guy arrested or put away. So you have to teach your kids and yourself how to deal with the real world out there. There's too many bubble people. There's too many people that are overprotective. Helicopter parents, all of it. You've got to expose them to the world so they can survive in that fucking world out there. Same with getting dirty outside. Expose them. You build up resistance to all these different bugs and bacterias and viruses and everything flying around. Like, you're doing everything opposite of what you should be doing for your kids. And to me, that you parents are abusing your kids when you're not teaching them properly. Okay, and telling them that we're going to stop Facebook because you got bullied, when you should have stopped your kid from being on there at a certain time, or at least kept an eye on him, or if he was seeming like he's depressed. Listen, I mean, parents can sense when there's things wrong with kids. They always know even before the kids know, okay? And somehow, some way, that kid was crying out some way, and the parents ignored it or didn't see it. And I watched this girl. She's not running on all cylinders, that mother. I mean, you can tell. But I'm not going to insult her like that, but what I'm saying is I could see very well she didn't do her job. And the way she was talking, she's one of these bubble parents. That kid probably never even had a hand slapped across his ass even once, let alone a belt or anything else. Now, I'm not saying you should abuse kids. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's time for punishment, groundings, sit in your room and think, whatever. That was a big one in our family. We didn't get hit, spanked when we were kids, but as we got older, it was, you're in your room, you could sit in there, and when you figured out what you did wrong, you come out, you make your case. It was always with my dad, you make your case to me, and we'll see if you learned something. And if you didn't, you were back in that room. And you learned pretty quick after several times of that. And boy, I did a lot of that. So did my brother, my cousins, because we all lived under the same roof in those days. But my point is that, you know what, that taught me, there's a word called no, and sometimes you have to respect that. And you parents have to learn that no means no, and you put your feet down. So that lady is as much his fault as her son suffering and that bully on Facebook, okay? But you're not going to protect them, people, from bullies all around the world, okay? Unless you're going to put them in a little cave in a bubble somewhere. Do you really want that? Parents, do you want your kids to live in your basement for the rest of your life? Because that's what you're going to have to do if you're not going to expose them to the real world out there. And the real world is full of harsh bullies, crazy, good, ugly, beautiful, every kind of fucking human. There's 8 billion, for fuck's sakes, of us on this planet. 350 million alone. The entire state of California. Our entire country is less population than California. Okay? Like, it's you people. You're the ones at fault. It's not us. Okay? You wokesters have gone way overboard with all this too, mutilating kids at 14 years old. I mean, Christ, if a man that's over 18 went to a girl and had relations with her, even consensually, okay, that is just like, the guy's going to go to jail, she's going to be in shit, the parents are going to be all this. But now you're telling them, well, it's okay to mutilate a 14-year-old. No, when they're 18 and they want to do something to their bodies or whatever to do with their gender and all that, let them fucking do what they want. They're 18. Same like getting tattoos and all the rest of it when we were kids, But like, to sit there and make these equivalencies when it's clearly not, okay? And you have to look at this. And anyway, I don't know why I got on my soapbox here. Maybe I'll put this one on A Voice in the Bush. But I just like the stupidities I've been seeing recently, and I'm going like, holy fuck, man, what did this world come to here? Like, things weren't bad. Okay, things were more racist in the 60s. There was all kinds of things. But I'll tell you, there's a lot of things that were a lot better that the people today have gone backwards. Part of it's CNN and MSNBC and Fox. They're nothing but propaganda 24/7. I mean, when in my generation did you ever hear Cronkite's or Huntley or Brinkley or Chancellor's opinion about anything? They reported the fucking news. Okay, now when Kennedy was shot, yes, Cronkite cried. We all cried, for fuck's sakes, when RFK. I mean, I was a 5-6-year-old kid and people were crying in my house. When Dr. King was killed, same thing. Okay, that's crying, but that's not Cronkite going on there and giving his opinion about the whole thing. No, he's reporting it as news. And that's what we don't have anymore, and most people don't seem to understand that. You know, maybe they should go watch old YouTube videos of the Cronkite reports and Chancellor and Huntley Brinkley report on NBC back in the day and all that stuff. It was the news. And then you could judge as an adult. Okay, do I believe this? All right. We didn't have the internet and stuff like that, so we were pretty reliant on the news and stuff like that. But I mean, at the same time, we as adults got to think it through. You know? Like, okay, they've done this in Iran, like I remember in 79, 80, Iran with Carter and all that. You know, they did this, they did that. And but we were just told that this was what done. Now it was up to me to say, well, what they did with the Shah of Iran was wrong. It's not for Brinkley or Chancellor or Cronkite to tell me what's right or wrong. And this is what people like Jake Tapper do on CNN. They actually think that their opinions actually mean something. They're only talking to a couple 100,000 people. At the most, they're talking to 4 or 5 million, like on that idiot Rachel Maddow show, or the rest of them. That's 4 or 5 million people out of 350. Okay, that's my mother. I'll be back.